Lapland. The crazed, maniacal range guard we all know and love is likely one of the most powerful range guards in the entire Arknights universe. But behind all that power, who is the person underneath? What is the dark, twisted past that her and Texas are so desperate to escape? What unexpected change turned her into the soft, yet cold, demented killer she is today? I will note that with the current information on her backstory, much of what I'm about to tell you is purely speculation and may include some false information. This is Lapland's backstory, and without further ado, let's get started. Starting off with her origins, Lapland was born in Syracuse, Sicily, located in Italy, to an unidentified mother and father, which is funny considering her name is of Swedish origin. Her upbringing is currently unknown, but given what we do know about her past, along with her current personality, we can infer that she was a rather rambunctious child that liked getting into a lot of trouble. Though conditions in some parts of Italy can be rough, based on what I'll be covering shortly, it's possible that Lapland's family were likely struggling to make ends meet, as well as create a safe environment for her. Based on current records, we know that Lapland's family was massacred. As per the quote in her Archive 4, she's a lone wolf, meaning that she was ostracized from her community, and she's in pain. She lost her family and will never truly be part of another one. Whether or not her family was massacred, murdered, or died of natural causes is, well, unknown, but we'll get to that in a second. This can also be inferred based on her inspiration, the Newfoundland wolf of northeastern Canada, which presumably went extinct in the year 1911, which is inscribed on Lapland's belt. From this, it's safe to say that her family's termination caused her a severe amount of grief, planting the seed of revenge, and is what led to her becoming intertwined in organized crime, where she eventually met Texas. Lapland and Texas met when they were both members of the Syracuse Mafia. They were partners, and effective ones at that. While they were both known for being dual-wielding swordsmen, Lapland's technique is much more brutal. If we look at the description for Lapland's potential tokens, it describes multiple names being inscribed on the token, all of which are the names of gang leaders. This presumably means that Lapland and Texas were tasked with eliminating criminal competitors who got in the Mafia's way, and by the way she acts, she genuinely enjoys killing, fueling her drive for power. Though, eventually, things take a dark turn. With her deteriorating mental state and her newfound hobby of killing, Lapland betrays the Syracuse Mafia and massacres most of its members, save for the gang leaders Capone and Gambino. They call her a traitor, breaking their code of honor and making her one of the most feared figures within the Mafia circle. Though Rhodes Island couldn't learn much more than that without probing the Syracuse circles Lapland brutally murdered. Afterwards, Lapland left the Mafia and followed her own path, eventually joining up with Rhodes Island where she can let loose her destructive power against Reunion forces. Not much is known about her activities in between those events, but it is known that Texas and Lapland had a falling out. It is possible that they have a fight in where Texas tried to kill Lapland, which is evident of the scar on Lapland's eye. Another thing that remains unclear is when Lapland became infected with Originium, but it must have been a little while before she joined Rhodes Island, as the crystal assimilation progressed quite significantly. It's possible that the symptoms of Oripathy advanced her madness. However, it also enhanced her offensive capabilities as described by her Archive 2. As such, she had to upgrade her arsenal to better harness the raw ability Oripathy had granted her. Wielding what looked to be Japanese-style swords with literal protractors on them, they allow her to channel her power into deadly arts projectiles, annihilating her targets without ever having to approach them. Now, what about present-day Lapland? What about her relationship with Texas? Well, as it turns out, they definitely still care for each other. In one of her dialogues, she states that she doesn't want to harm Texas, she just wants the old Texas back. The cold, hard killer that was once her partner. Or rather, maybe she just wants her friend back. The only person she wants to call family, yet is too driven by violence to deserve such a luxury. Yet, Texas also cares for her friend, and we know this through Lapland's Archive 4, which couldn't have been written by anyone other than Texas. No one else knows about Lapland's past, at least not as much as her own partner would. If anyone knew about what happened in Lapland's past and why none of it should ever happen again, it would be her. Aside from Texas, Lapland seems to get along with other operators, though no one ever seeks out a conversation with her. However, there is one operator that Lapland doesn't dare approach. She fears her, yet wants to fight her. An operator that every Lupo at Rhodes Island, including Texas, fears. Project Red. That's another video for another time. Who is Project Red? Why is she feared by every other wolf at Rhodes Island? What is Texas' side of the story in Syracuse? The story continues. But anyway, that's about it. So if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more Operator Lore videos, be sure to leave this video a like and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. If anyone's curious about checking out all the lore yourselves, I will leave links to all the materials I used in the description. Also, I now have a Discord server up and running. If you guys want to chat with me or add me on Arknights or find other people to play different games with, I'll leave a link for that in the description below, along with my Twitter, which I will try to start posting daily updates on upcoming videos and plans for the channel, so be sure to give that a follow as well. With all that out of the way, I wish you all a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one.